If you clicked on this video, you are one step closer to getting those shredded abs, 6-pack abs, 4-pack abs, 8-pack abs. Whatever pack that you're looking for, I'm going to show you how to get them. Now there's 4 simple things that I want you to avoid if you want to be successful at this. You need to avoid those infomercial commercials that tell you to go out and purchase a $300 ab machine. You need to avoid starvation diets, which are the diets that require you to eat nothing. You need to avoid fat loss pills. You'll find them everywhere. You'll find them just about anywhere. Avoid them. And you also need to avoid doing 1,000 crunches. Avoid it. Now I know a lot of you are wondering, why do certain people have 8-pack abs and why do some people only have 4-pack abs? The answer to it is genetics. Some people are genetically gifted and are able to develop those 8-pack abs, are able to develop 6-pack abs and 4-pack abs. Genetics also determines the alignment of your abs. You might not have 6 boxes equally lined up. Some people aren't like that. Some people might have alternating abs. Got a box right here, similar to that. It's all about genetics. So go ahead, go talk to your parents, thank them for whatever abs that you come up with, but it's all based off of them, your genetics. Now when I said earlier, I said avoid 1,000 crunches. It's okay to do crunches here and there, but what I really mean is crunches is not the best exercise to develop a good abdominal appearance. You want to hit the obliques. You want to hit the lower abs and the upper abs. Now for the upper abs, instead of doing regular crunches, why don't you jump on the cables and do some cable crunches. Also for the lower abs, try some hanging leg raises. And for the obliques, why don't you try Russian twists? Go to Google. You can research all type of abdominal exercises other than the crunch. Don't make the crunch your main abdominal exercise. Fix your diet. If you want abs, you gotta fix your diet. Abs will be determined off of what you eat. A good portion of how abs are developed is how you eat. You will hear a lot of people say abs are made in the kitchen. Now they aren't really saying you go in the kitchen, you make some abs. What they're saying is abs are based off of what you eat. If you got a nice clean diet, those abs will eventually show. Mainly because your body fat percentage will continue to drop. You will lose some weight. And that's all about what you eat in the kitchen. You can't stuff your face with fast food 7 days a week and expect to see abs. You gotta have a clean diet. You gotta clean it up. This is how I like to put it. Abs are made in the gym, but abs are revealed in the kitchen. So you go to the gym, you work on your abdominal exercises, and you make those abs strong. You make those abs pop. But in order to make those abs visible, you have to eat right. You gotta get in that kitchen and reveal them. Everybody has a 6-pack. Everybody, well, not a 6-pack, but everybody has some kind of pack, 4, 6, or 8. And it's underneath all that abdominal fat. So you got to get rid of that fat. So doing 1,000 crunches is only going to make those abs strong underneath all that fat. But you got to remove the fat in order to see it, to see those abs. Therefore, you got to clean up the diet. My approach is counting my macros. Macros meaning you have a certain amount of fat, certain amount of carbs, and a certain amount of protein. And that, to me, is the best way to get those abs to show. Track what you eat. Track what you're putting in your body. If you don't track what you eat, 9 times out of 10, you'll be eating too much of something. It's never really too much of protein, but it can be too less of protein. It's normally, for most people, too much fat and too many carbs. They don't realize it, but if you just sit back, track one day of what you eat regularly, you'll probably notice a lot of fat that you intake from the foods that you eat. And most good foods, the foods that we all love, contain a lot of carbs and a lot of fat. To me, those are the two main macronutrients that affect your leanness, you affect your body fat. So you need to track how many carbs you intake, and you need to track how much fat you're intaking. Most people don't need to go beyond 60 grams of fat, and there's a lot of people who can consume 400 to 500 carbs a day and be lean as crap. But hey, that's back to those genetics. Everybody is different. Everybody's body is different, so you can't base your life off of what somebody else does. You may only be able to take in 100. But now I'm talking about macros. I'm going to save that for another video. I'm mainly talking about abs. And in order to reveal those abs, you need to start tracking what you eat. Cardio is important if you're trying to lower that body fat. That's just my opinion. And when I say cardio, I'm not saying on the treadmill 2 to 3 hours a day. The cardio I'm speaking of is high intensity cardio. High intensity cardio is a good way to burn fat, and it's a good way to get lean. So those abs are going to eventually show from doing that high intensity cardio. And you can do high intensity cardio 3 to 4 times a week, maybe even 2 to 3, depending on your body, depending on how you feel. But eventually those abs will show from that high intensity cardio. Now you're probably watching this video like, who is this guy? This guy doesn't know anything about abs and eating and fitness and all that crap. I actually know a great deal of it, and I've actually experienced the bad end and the good end, and that's why I'm able to tell you how to do it, give you a better way of how to do it versus doing what I did to make those mistakes. If you see this picture right here, this is me probably 2 to 3 years ago, give or take, nothing but cardio. I put the weights down. I said, you know what, forget this. I need these abs to show, man. I need these abs. I'm going to bust out 2 to 3 hours of cardio every single day. And this is what I did. High intensity cardio, low intensity cardio. I was on an elliptical for an hour. I was doing high intensity cardio. I even was jumping in that sauna. I was determined to get those abs to show, and I heard cardio was the way to go. I just rhymed. And as you see, I was frail as hell and had no abs. My diet wasn't on point. I thought it was. I was eating nothing but tuna and yogurt. That was wrong. And I got no benefits from it. I came home from school and my sister thought I was on drugs because I was so skinny. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Not the way to do it. Please do not follow my footsteps. I recommend you to pick the weights up. Do cardio. Don't do too much cardio, but do enough cardio. And you can do 3 days a week doing some cardio. But lifting weights is key. Abs are your core. This is abs, core, all your core. You got to strengthen your core. You got to get your core strong. And weightlifting is how you get your core strong. You got your deadlift, you got your overhead pressing, you got your squats, you got your bench. There's a lot of exercises, big lifts like that, powerlifting basically, that will help you strengthen up that core. Then you have a lot of core exercises as well. So I advise you to Google them, look into it, but they will all help build up your core. You will see a lot of bodybuilders, they don't even have ab days. They don't even work their abdominal muscles because they work the core so hard with those strong movements that it develops itself basically. I don't know if that made sense, but lifting weights helps you to develop those abs. So do a certain amount of cardio, make sure you're always hitting the weights, and make sure you clean up your diet. That's 3 main things right there. Let me repeat. Cardio, weight training, and diet. And by diet, I mean counting those macros. This is me doing prep. Me doing prep, shredded, looking good. I wasn't feeling too good only because I wasn't tracking macros. I was definitely on an all-bro diet, and I was eating nothing but fish, chicken, asparagus, green beans, stuff like that. I mean, that's all good foods, all good bro foods. You got to get them in. And I had a clean diet, and that's why I was so shredded. But I didn't feel as good. This is me not too long ago, probably a few weeks ago. Count macros, doing minimum cardio. Still was throwing in cardio about 2 times a week. 6 times a week, I was on those weights. Lifting heavy, keep building strength, and the abs are there. You clicked on this video, you thought it was a real secret to it, but the secret was clean diet, cardio, and weight training. That's the secret to abs. And that's the only way you will get those abs. That about wraps up this video. I hope this was helpful. Remember those 3 keys to six-pack abs: cardio, weight training, and diet. Count your macros, lift some heavy weight, and do some high-intensity cardio. You will have shredded abs. You will have a 4-pack, 6-pack, or 8-pack. But it's all up to you. Hope it was helpful. Like this video. Comment on this video. Subscribe to the channel. I will give you more tips. And share this video. Tell your friends. Let them know how to get some abs. Everybody wants abs these days, let's be honest. But not all of us know how. Thank you for watching. More to come soon.